Hi everyone, welcome to Ace Electronics Weekly Connect series. This week we thought it would be fun to interview one of our longest tenured employees, Mr. Tom Buey over here. So, hi Tom.
Hey Sue, hi everybody. Yeah, I've been here for over 31 years. You know, most kids grow up when they're little, at 5 years old, they want to become a policeman or a baseball player, but my lifelong ambition has been to sell cables for 31 years. So I'm still doing it to this day, and you know, on the table in front of me are some of the cables that we build now, and it's been very interesting to see the evolution of the product line that we've grown with over the 30 plus years in business. Back in the 90s, we were heavily involved with data center builds, doing basic cables like RS-232, V.35, some coax cables. IBM got very popular at the time when we started building.
If I could, along those lines, this is a good question. I always wanted to ask Tom this question. What was it like your first day at Ace Electronics?
My first day was, and I won't forget this, was I got hired and I came to work, and Vanu and Ed, two of the three founders, had to go to Las Vegas for an AT&T show. So there was hardly anybody there. I think it was me and Larry and Bobby and a couple other people, and yeah, I didn't know the first thing about cables, even though I had a little wire experience. But it was interesting, and you know, it was more answering the phone at that point. There was no texting, there was no fax machine at the time. There was nothing except a phone call to do business. And you know, it was a challenge in the beginning. My job was to go out and try and find new customers, because at the time Ace was really only doing business with probably a handful of people, and they needed somebody to take them to that next level, and that's where I stepped in.
So are any of these assemblies, any of your customers use these types of assemblies?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's interesting, we never know what we're going to get asked to make. I mean, there's something like this, you know, $1, $2 cable. If the military sells it, it's probably over 100. But it's like a ground wire or something like that. Something like this goes in a basic piece of medical equipment. Then we go into cables that are used in the military. This is a communication device cable that gets attached to a soldier's vest out in the field. This is used as a communication device in a wide range of Army vehicles that we have a contract with. We've made thousands of these.
So it's interesting with the metal. So do we do a lot of things that incorporate metal products and?
Yeah, on things like this, we'll buy and sell. Like, we'll buy the main component and terminate the connector on the end that the customer's looking for. But we can also have, like, we have this made ourselves, so we have the ability to outsource, and we've definitely gone above and beyond just making cables. This is a device that is used for a cooling system, and we're building right now 2,000 of these for a company who's doing a new cooling system upgrade in Manhattan, and this is used in very, very, very high speed video cameras used in the sports industry. It's been used at the Olympics, it's used on Shark Week, the cameras for the customers. So it's really cool to see the diversity of what we do and where it's used.
This is a monster.
That's a cable right now that we're building that is used in a communication satellite system for another customer involved more on the military end. But
that's a lot of
just goes to show you, though, our people here are able to build really, really difficult cables. Some cables as much as $20,000, and we'll build cables that are, you know, $1 to $2. So it does make the job interesting.
I have one last question, if you don't mind.
No.
So, what would you say is your favorite part of the job?
I have to say, I never woken up and not wanted to go to work. I like working with the people that I've worked with all these years. Really great people. I hate to sound corny and say it's like a family, but it really is. I mean, there is family-owned business, but the people that have been brought in that aren't family members are treated with respect, very fairly, and I wouldn't be here all these years doing this job if I didn't like the people I work with. So that's my favorite part of it.
Great, appreciate it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, stay safe.